The best show on TV right now, the best two shows are on HBO. They are Barry and Succession.
Yeah,
right?
I like Succession a lot. Yeah,
I enjoy
Succession is
Yeah, I guess Curb is still on.
Curb's great.
Yeah.
But what I love about Succession is that, you know, again, it's everything we talk about.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of that stuff, and you watch it, and you're like, yeah, this is who's controlling the information that you get.
Mm-hmm.
That those are the, you know, media is very weird. Media is a real blood sport. There's like 5 or 7 families that own these media conglomerates, and they're insanely brutal, and they all go at each other, and they plant stories about each other in the press, and you know, it's, you know, the Murdochs are one of them. That's who like Succession's based on. There's also like the Sinclair family, the Redstones, that whole thing with Viacom. There's like a bunch of them, and especially media in New York. And New York is like the media capital of this country and the world, really, but certainly this country. Those families had an insane amount of power when just determining what you saw and heard. You know, these people determined what you sat down and read at your kitchen table every morning, and that shaped what you cared about or what you thought was important. And I do think Succession is one of those shows, and I'm not usually a guy like this. It's like, oh, it's an important show. But I do think you could look back at a show like that and go, well, this gets it pretty right.
Right.
Like, this gets it pretty right about, you know, these really power crazed, power hungry titans that control news and information, and the way that that intersects with politics and business. And Brian Cox is amazing. I think it's one of the best cast shows on TV.
100%.
It's great.
Every character's great. Even that retarded guy who plays like Cousin Greg is fantastic.
Oh, he's great.
He's fantastic.
Cousin Greg is one of the, everyone loves him.
An actual retarded guy.
Nicholas
and
Britell.
Yeah, it's an
or
actual
something.
retarded guy.
No,
they
it's
put in the
not.
show.
You're so dumb. You're so dumb.
Why can't it be a
You're done now with the mic. I'll give you that look that you know who got. Dude, it's a good show. If you haven't watched Succession, folks.
Well, that same conglomerate shit that is where they can control everything. That's why Facebook is such an issue. Is because that's what most people are on to do everything.
Well, that's
So,
just the new.
any
That's the, it's like
manipulation.
meet the new boss, same as the old boss. You know,
Yeah.
those guys are now controlling what you see. But I do think that the problem is now. This is the reason why everyone's going insane now. We know it's so fucked up, and we're powerless.
Yeah.
Before, you didn't know it was fuck. It wasn't in your face. Now it's in your face. Now they kill Epstein right in the cell. Now you're starting to go 9/11. Why did buildings? I don't understand. Fire. Like, a lot of people are starting to wake up, dude. Dude, I remember 9/11 conspiracy conversations. You used to be shunned.
Yes. Yeah.
If you brought that up. Now, if you bring it up, people are like, "Yeah, man. What do I know?"
Dude, when Epstein
They're like, "We don't know."
when Epstein went to jail, Jace was like glowing for like weeks.
Yeah, it was a great, because you know what? I thought everybody was going to apologize for treating me like a dumbass at a party when I was going off about Epstein.
Well, that's
Everybody's
good.
like,
At
"No,
least
he
you didn't
killed
think it was
himself."
gonna. I remember me and Mullen did that podcast right after it came out, and we were like, "There's." I said to Nick, I was like, "There's no way anyone faces any consequences." He's like, "No."
No,
He's like,
not
"Not
at
at all."
Yeah, two
But
cameras.
I
malfunction.
thought. Here's what I thought was gonna happen. I thought they were gonna come out. They'd pin it on like 2 congressmen that got massages, and they didn't even do that.
No,
Yeah.
nothing.
They didn't even.
That
do
black book is sitting in an evidence locker.
They're not going to declassify any of those documents, I think. And
Yeah.
they,
That's not even
they
an evidence
dismissed the
locker anymore.
case.
That's at the bottom.
They
of the
dismissed
ocean.
everything. And
Did you hear Tom Hanks bought his estate?
is that true?
Yeah.
Which estate?
The Epstein estate.
Not Little St. James.
No, not Little St. James.
Which
but-
one? In Manhattan?
Yeah, from everything that I've heard of. Yeah.
No.
Check that out.
Yeah,
Ben.
young
Tom
Jamie.
Hanks bought Jeffrey Epstein's townhouse in Manhattan.
Is Tom Hanks a pedophile? That'd be pretty great.
I mean, the America's sweetheart. The
Right.
guy who was in every movie when we grew up.
Ever since Big, he's been raping kids.
I mean, it's
I hope you
weird.
find something, because otherwise it's just like, Kevin claims Tom Hanks.
It's
is
a weird buy.
pedophile.
Listen, it's probably got it at a good deal, but it's just a weird buy.
apparently he did fly on the Lolita Express. But I'm not finding.
Yeah, I don't
anything
know.
on
I
it.
think that might be a rumor.
Because I've seen people say that, but I haven't found any news articles.
I also
anything.
think, a lot of time, like people might have been on that plane and Epstein wasn't on it. Like they might, and I don't know. But I think maybe that was a plane that got loaned out to Chelsea Handler at dinner with him. That's a fact.
Tim, I hate to say it, but that's why we need the Donald, because there were some good stuff that was dug up on there. Like when we were looking into those GOP lawmakers that were killed in June.
That's why we need the Donald Trump. What have you found anything out? You conducted an investigation into that woman who was killed. Have you found anything out?
I mean, she was definitely you know what it is. She had a bunch of information. Supposedly she had information that was connected to Epstein through the CPS as well in the state of Arkansas. Don't know if it's true, but
they're getting Arkansas CPS kids for the president to fuck. What the hell's going on?
I don't know, man. I mean, a lot of this stuff is just all linked. I mean, you know how it is.
I heard Tom Hanks actually killed her.
Me and Luis Gomez Tom Hanks. Kevin just throwing Kevin hated. Tom Hanks cut Kevin off in traffic the other day.
Motherfucker.
Kevin's like, I heard Tom Hanks was raping kids.
It's the rumor on the street, It'll come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was passing bills to get C-class truck drivers to be aware of sex trafficking and how to recognize
kill him, man.
it.
They killed Nancy Schaefer. They'll just kill you.
The Schaefer thing is so stupid. I mean, your elderly Christian grandparents shooting each other in the head at the same time. That's what happened.
Right.
That's what happened.
Yeah. They had a bad fight.
Makes no sense.
They came home from Cracker Barrel. Mm-hmm. But this is why everyone's going insane now, because you can look this shit up and it's fucked. In your heart and in your head, you go, this is not good. And it's still like just...
Yeah. Then you just turn to nihilism. So it's like, what's the point?
You just turn to complete nihilism, which is why I think we have to fight that with radical self-promotion.
Amen.
That's what you have to do. Like, instead of giving up on everything, you have to believe, but only in yourself.
Right. Start doing stand-up.
Doesn't matter if you can sing. Doesn't matter if you're funny, do stand-up. If you're 400 pounds, be a model. None of it matters. You're creating your own reality to live in. Mm-hmm. That's a good time about find a new diet. Start an Instagram page for your cat. Do whatever you want to do. Mm-hmm. Lose yourself in the little things and make them the big things. Make the little things the big things.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the move. I keep it juicy. I eat that lunch. He liked the booty. He liked it plump.
I got hired to help produce a guy's podcast, and he's like talking about what he wants to like make it about and inspiration and whatnot. And then at one point he goes, maybe I'll just get a bunch of chicks with big tits to get in the hot tub with me.
Right.
And and me and Ben were talking about it, just like, this guy's like the idiot genius.
He said to me, he's like, people are fucking retarded, so you can't make them think. So I'm going to have guns and flamethrowers and gold chains and cash and girls with big fake asses and big fake titties, and I'm going to blow up my Instagram. I was like, yeah, I mean, he's a genius.
That's a smart move.
Yeah.
That'll work.
We'll end the episode where we sat down the other day with a guy and we said, this Doja Cat video where she goes, bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. I'm not a cat. I don't say meow. Bitch, I'm a cow. And then she goes, moo, moo. And she puts French fries in her nose. Got 54 million views. Mm-hmm. And I said to somebody, I went,
Jesus.
That's weird. Me and Ben are fascinated by this shit. Because I'm like, we make these videos and like, we try to do all this stuff that's topical and funny and has like an angle. And he goes, yeah, what you just said, you try. That's your first mistake. You try. Nothing could make less sense in this world than trying. You almost want to smack. As soon as I said it, I wanted to smack myself in the face and be like, I'm trying. What kind of fucking lunatic tries? Plug all the social media, guys. Plug your podcasts.
Brain Jail podcast.
Yeah, on podcast and YouTube channel.
Yeah, we got a 360 VR camera going for our episodes.
You guys are the first VR pod.
100% first one.
Looks
Yeah.
like it. Yeah.
Yeah, go at Brain Jail Pod or at brainjailpod@gmail.com
Yeah.
if you want to send us an email.
I am at Doja Cat on Instagram. No, I'm at Tim J. Dillon, Dillon, Instagram and Twitter. You guys know that. TimDillonComedy.com. We're updating the site in the next day or two with dates. We have a lot more live dates coming up. People are starting to buy tickets, go out to shows. Please, I have a new hour of material. If you've seen me before, you will not hear any of the same jokes. Come out. It'll be fun. I almost have a new hour of material, but what do you care? I'll do crowd work for the rest of it. I'm almost there. I think I got a good 40 that I really like and nowhere to put it. Nowhere to go. Put it on YouTube. Nobody cares.
Yeah. Captions on.
Bitch, I'm a
squared.
cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. I'm not a cat. I don't say meow. Like if let's say you brought like Mozart back and showed him that. Like if you showed any of these people that, they would be like, oh, this is for children, right? They'd be like, oh, this is like for kids. That's kind of, I don't know why you're using the word bitch, but this is a child. This is a child.
It's
like how much
garbage.
of popular culture would just previous generations, if they came back and watched it, think was for children?
Oh yeah. Like
Like
80%.
Oh, you have goofy outfits and you jump around. You're a child, right?
Yeah.
It's for kids.
Baby Shark is literally for kids.
Yeah, there's not much of a difference between Baby Shark and I'm a cow.
Right.
It's the same stuff.
Bitch,
Yeah.
I'm a cow. I'm not a cat. I don't say meow.
Do we have to just get a giant inflatable ass to put behind the desk videos that just jiggles?
It's not the worst idea. We just got to find a way. I think we got to find a way to try to make them a little crazier.
Just hire two
Yeah, two
two
whores.
models and just have them shake their ass at Tim's face.
Yeah, while he
while
rants
he
about
does
Epstein.
a
Yeah.
Meghan McCain video, and maybe just throw some hogs in there. You know,
I mean,
just
should we do one about Chelsea Handler where I talk about that dumb documentary? I mean, that
think
might
that
be a
would be
funny
good.
angle.
would you do it as Chelsea Handler?
No, I can't keep dressing up like. I think I would just do it as a guy where I'm like, what I really like about the documentary about is she doesn't talk to that many black people. She talks to a white guy in her backyard, which I think that's how to get to the heart of it.
That's right.
And then she goes and visits a boyfriend she hasn't seen in 20 years, and this poor guy's been in and out of jail. She shows up with a film crew.
You're just eating a huge salted pretzel with mustard all over it.
I just think it might be funny to just call it out for being kind of bananas.
Right.
You know? Bitch, I'm a cow.
No desk anymore. No desk, I think. Just you sitting at a big fake ass.
Mhm.
Just right there with the ashtray.
In and ass.
Inside the
Mic
ass.
stand.
Yeah.
He's inside the
I think the
ass.
desk
Yeah.
just has to go places. I think the desk has to go to locations.
Yeah.
Strip
you know?
clubs.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, dude, maybe go back to just like, there was some brilliance in the early things where it was just me on a topic and it didn't have the costume and it didn't have, you know?
That Lena Dunham one where we had
Lena
ISIS marching in
Dunham.
the background for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say it was for no reason.
The amount of times you guys have called me down at like 2 a.m. to show me a video where like, and like an Indian's getting his head cut off behind Tim. You're like, can we get away with this? I'm like, maybe.
I think it might be
don't know.
funny to be like, I just saw the best new documentary. It's called Hello Privilege. It's me, Chelsea. Chelsea Handler is a comedian that spent her entire career examining these types of issues. You know, spent her entire career examining these types of issues. What I like about the documentary is she doesn't talk to a lot of black people. It's mainly her interviewing a white guy in her backyard. And then she visits a black guy that she used to bang who's been in jail for 10 years. And then she shows up for the first time in 20 years with a film crew. And there's just something nice about that.
Just like, boy, I'm glad I killed that baby.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I killed that
I was
baby.
like, there's just something nice about that, man. It made me really think this is the change I want to see in the world. You know?
You know, if you need, go get a potato and put a Marlboro Light in its mouth and watch that and then press play on your phone.